Thank you for being here. Thank you for clicking on my channel. Thank you for joining me today on my January TBR. Yes, y'all, we're gonna do a January TBR. As y'all know, I'm not a very fast reader, but I love books. So my TBR is not as large as most people's TBR. I only have like 5 on my TBR, and one of them actually includes the one that I'm actually currently reading. So my TBR is not that large, but I do have a few books that I would like to get through in the month of January, so that I can pretty much kind of like clear out that a lot of these bookshelves that I have in my home, so that I can get new ones. And of course, as you know, whenever I finish books, and I have a large stack of books down at the bottom of one of my bookshelves of finished books. So what I do is I go through them and I pick out the ones that I know I would read again, or I would like to read again, and I keep those. And I'm planning on getting like a whole nother bookshelf for that, like for the ones that I'm keeping, and because I would love to read them again. And then the others, of course, as you know, they will go to a little free library. My books are always in really good condition, so I don't mind putting them in the little free library as used books, because I keep my books in very nice condition, so that when I do decide to give it to another person, they'll have a nice book, because just like you and I, we like to have nice books. So y'all, join me every week. Every week I do some kind of book vlog, either TBR, book recommendations, or me book shopping on Wednesdays and Sundays. So if you subscribe to my channel and click that notification bell, you will always know when I am on, and you can look at those videos, give me comments, and we can just talk about books, because obviously we love books. Because I know I love books, y'all. So again, today let's talk about my January TBR. And y'all, if y'all know of a faster way that I can read books, y'all just let me know. I don't do the Audible book, so maybe that's what I need to start doing. Maybe I will be able to read my books faster than when I'm actually reading them. So y'all just drop it down in the comments and just let me know, does the audio books along with reading off of like your Kindle, or just a regular physical book, does that help you guys read faster so that you will get more books read within a month? Just comment down below and just let me know, how do you feel about that? Does it benefit you? Do you do you feel like it's worth doing? I see that a lot of you guys do that, so I don't know, maybe I should try it. Do you think I should try that? Do you think that will make me read more books within a month? So let's go. Let me show you guys my TBR. Okay guys, I got a little hot in that sweatshirt, so I had to come up out that sweatshirt. But first, I would like to show you guys a couple of the books that I bought today. I went thrifting, and I got 2 books from Goodwill, and then I went shopping at Walmart for some household decorations, like you know how when you get to the point where you want to redecorate your home. So I've been to those 2 places, and of course at those 2 places I found books. So the first one that I picked up is called Killing It, and it's by Ellie Cosmod. Y'all, if I say those names wrong, I'm sorry. I'm just really not used to all these different names that these authors have, but I felt like it was a really neat book. I mean, just look at the cover, look at her. I felt like it was a really neat book. It says, "It's murder being a hit mom." Finally Devon is killing it, except she's really not. As a stressed out single mom of 2 and struggling novelist, Finley finds her life in chaos. When Finley is overheard discussing the plot of her new suspense novel with her agent over lunch, she mistaken for a contract killer and inadvertently accepted an offer to dispose of a problem husband. Finally, Finley soon discovers that crime is real life is a lot more difficult than its fictional counterpart as she becomes tangled into a murder investigation. Fast-paced. Oh, that's just talking about the how a critic feels about the book. But I did not get that far with reading the back of this book, but I feel like that's gonna be some kind of suspense in there, y'all. So I did pick that one up. I finally got The Proposal by Jasmine Giller. If I say the name wrong, y'all know I apologize. I need to get on YouTube and see how to say these names before I actually get on here and embarrass myself. But this is a Reese's book club. I've been looking at this book for months and months and months when I go to Walmart. When I go to Books A Million, Barnes & Nobles, I've been looking at this book, and today I just finally decided to pick up this book, and it's called The Proposal. It says when a freelance writer, Nicole, goes to a Dodgers game with her actor boyfriend, his man bun, and his bros, the last thing she expects is a scoreboard proposal. Saying no isn't the hard part. They've been dating for only 5 months and he can't even spell her name correctly. The hard part is having to face a stadium full of disappointed fans. The Proposal. And y'all, I just love the cover. And I didn't really pay no attention to the cover. I see it has the baseball on there. But I just love the little colored characters on the front of that book. And the 2 that I got from Goodwill, one is called Caroline, Little House Revisited by Sarah Miller. It kind of reminds me of like Western type movies, and some of them I really actually like to look at. I just like the theme of like how it looks, so I decided to pick up this one. Just read you a little small piece of the back. It says Caroline hugs her sisters and Charlie's as long as she dared. Look in on Ma and Pa Fredericks when you can, she asked her brother. Henry nodded. A flash of heat stung the rim of her eyes and nose. She had not written of the coming child, had not told them that if it was a boy he would be called Charles Frederick for her husband and her stepfather. Kiss your cousins, Polly commanded her broad. You might not ever see them again. The children solemnly kissed and hugged Mary and Laura. You first, Caroline, Charles said into the long pause that followed. I'll hand the girls up after. With Charles at one elbow and Henry bracing the other, Caroline stepped up onto the double tree and turned to perch on the edge of the sideboard. She grasped a bow and swung her legs over the wagon box. Caroline settled the girls onto the straw tick with the old gray blanket as Charles shook his father's hand and clambered in. Well, I've read a few pages of this book in the very beginning, and I kind of felt like this would be my speed. As I read the back of it more and more, it seems like I hope I don't be confused in the beginning of it. But I did pick up this one. It's called Caroline from the thrift store. And this cover was so interesting to me. It's called The Chosen and the Beautiful by, y'all, I'm not even going to try that one. But this is the cover of this book. It's a national bestseller. It says immigrant, socialite, musician. Jordan Baker grows up in most rarefied circles of 1920 American society. She has money, education, and a killer golf handicap, and invitations to some of the most exclusive parties of a jazz age. She's also queer and Asian, Vietnamese adoptee, treated as an exotic attraction by her peers, while the most important doors remain closed to her. So this is actually a queer book, which I did not know that. But I like reading those too. But the cover just really caught my attention, so that's why I picked up this book. So those are all the books that I wanted to share with you guys that I got when I went shopping today, when I went thrifting, and also when I went to Walmart. And I wasn't looking for books, y'all. I was actually shopping for my home, but hey, what can us book lovers say? We're gonna always get a book, right? Alright guys, so let's get down to business. And what I mean by that is, let's get down to this TBR list that I have for January. And y'all, this thing, I got it on like a wallpaper to try to give you guys some kind of entertainment in the back. But it keeps going to like a commercial, and like the wallpaper, like I didn't even know that it actually does that. So, but anyway, let's get to this TBR. Like I said, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 books on my TBR. One is, well, two books that I'm currently reading. And that first one is Once Upon a December. Y'all, I am almost done with this book. So hopefully tonight I will get through with this book and be able to move on to one of the other Christmas books that I have, because in December and January is when I try to read my Christmas books, and like for the ones that I do not finish, I try to finish them up in January, you know, since it's the new year. But whenever I finish this book and I'm giving book recommendations or just letting y'all know about the books that I have actually read and how I feel about them, I will let y'all know about this book. But of course it's a Christmas book, and it says with a name like Noel Snow, holiday spirit isn't just a seasonal specialty, it's a way of life. But after a stinging divorce, Miss Snow's yearly trip to Milwaukee Christmas market takes a whole new meaning. She's ready to eat, drink, and be merry, especially with the handsome stranger who saves the best Kringle for her at his family bakery. So it's actually been pretty good. I've actually really enjoyed reading this book. The other one that I am currently reading at the moment and finally got to is Happy Place. So this one is also on my TBR. It's a Emily Henry book, and I'm sorry y'all, Amy Reddick wrote Once Upon a December. Emily Henry books are very good to me once you actually get into them. So in the beginning I had a little hard time understanding this book. So I was like, oh my God, I've been waiting on this book, and now I can't understand it in the very beginning. So I'm like, dang, I hope I don't just stop reading it. So luckily I did not stop reading it. So I'm currently on page 70 as of right now. But it's called The Happy Place, and I'm pretty sure this is not new to a lot of y'all. It says, think of your happy place. Harriet and Wynn have been the perfect couple since they met in college. They go together like salt and pepper, honey and tea, lobster and rolls. Except now, for reasons they're still not discussing, they don't. They broke up 5 months ago and still haven't told their best friends. So, and as far as I've been reading, that's pretty much kind of like what this book is about so far. So Happy Place is on my TBR for January. And I finally also got this person's wife's book. So since I got her book, I decided that I need to go ahead on and read his book since I got it first. It's called Will, by Will Smith with Mark Mason. Since I had his book first, I said that I need to go ahead on and read his. That way I can get into his wife's book. So I will be reading his memoir. And that's pretty much what this is. I'll read just a little bit of it, y'all. It says, Will Smith transforms from West Philly kid to one of the biggest rap stars of his era. And then one of the biggest movie stars in Hollywood history. Is an epic tale, but it's only half the story. Will Smith thought with good reason that he had won at life. Not only was his own success unparalleled, his whole family was at the peak of the entertainment world, only they didn't see it that way. They felt more like star performers in his circus, a 7 days a week job they hadn't signed up for. It turned out Will Smith's education wasn't nearly over. So I always like to read someone's memoir, especially if I've actually like followed this person, you know, looked at a lot of, you know, movies or books or anything that you know this person has actually did or wrote or whatever. So Will Smith is another one that's on my TBR. Also, I have one that I just got, and I did say that I was gonna leave this one. I was not gonna start reading this one because I have so many older ones on my bookshelf, but I could not help it, y'all. I could not help it. So I will start reading On Rotation by Shirlene, and I'm not sure how to say that last name, but I just could not help it. I have to start reading this book. It says Ghanaian American Angel, a Ghana American, Angela, has checked off all the boxes for her perfect immigrant daughter: to enroll in an elite medical school, snag a suitable lawyer, doctor, engineer, boyfriend, surround self with successful and loyal friends. But then it all quickly falls apart. She bombs the most important exam of her medical career. Her boyfriend dumps her and her best friend pulls away. And her parents, whose approval seems to hinge on how close she follows the path they've chosen for her, are a lot less proud of their daughter than they were when things were going according to plan. It's a quarter-life crisis of epic proportions. Angie, who has always faced her problems by working twice as hard to get half as far, is at a loss. Suddenly, she began to question everything: her career choice, her friendships, and why she's attracted to men who does not love her as much as she loves them. And just when things can't get more complicated, enters Ricky. Brilliant, thoughtful, sexy, and more important, seems to see Angie for who she is instead of what she represents. Unfortunately, Ricky also has a waistman practically tattooed across his forehead, and Angie's done chasing perfect men, or so she thinks. For someone who always been in control, Angie realizes that there's one thing she can't plan for: matters of the heart. So guys, this book really touched me because of what's on the cover. On Rotation, it's about being in the medical field. She pretty much wears the exact same color uniform that I wear. I'm always with a stethoscope around my neck. She's a nice looking, from the mouth down, black girl. And the author is also, see if I can get it to focus for you guys. Hold on a second. And the author is also a black female. So I just could not wait to get in this book. I'm so excited, so ready to read this one. And the last book that I have is by Renee Watson. It's called Love is a Revolution. So I will be getting into this where you see the, I just love covers with black people on it. And I mean, I don't know. I love reading all different genres. I love reading from all different authors. But I do truly love reading books by black authors. And this one says, the most radical thing you can do is love yourself and each other. When Nyla Robertson reluctantly agreed to attend an open mic night for her cousin sister friend, birthday, she finds herself falling in instant love with Ty Brown, the Imovie. He's perfect, except Ty is an activist and is spending the summer putting an event for a community where Nyla would rather watch movies and try out the new seasonal flavors at the local creamery. To impress Ty, Nyla tells a few lies. When the two spend more time together, sharing more of themselves, some of those lies are hard to sustain. As Nyla falls deeper into keeping up her lies and into love, and as she fights for her relationship, she'll learn all the ways love is hard and how self-love is revolutionary. So, Love and Revolution by Renee Watson. So guys, those are all the books that is on my TBR for January. We can do a little challenge. How many of these books do y'all think I will get through in the month of January, especially with me being a slow reader? And y'all be generous. But I can tell you I'll definitely get through one because I'm almost done with one. But y'all just drop down in the comments how many y'all think I'll be able to get through for the month of January. And also remember, just tell me what y'all do to help y'all get through these books, because it's a lot of you guys, y'all like read like 17 and 20 books a month. Like, how do y'all do that? Even though I am such a great book lover, I still don't understand how you guys read that many books a month. I just don't. But anyway, you guys, I really and truly appreciate you stopping by. I appreciate you being a subscriber to my channel. I appreciate your comments. I appreciate your subscriptions. I appreciate all of that stuff. And I just really love to see all of the comments, to see all of the subscribers, and just the love that you guys have showed me throughout the time that I have been on YouTube. Again, y'all, that is so much appreciated. So the time has come for me to give a subscriber shout out. And my subscriber shout out goes to Aunt JD. He said, "Hey, I came across your channel today and I enjoyed this video. I just started reading recently, about 3 or 4 weeks now, consistently. And I enjoy buying new books and going to coffee shops too. I don't go to coffee shops too often because it's just alright to me. Not anything too special, but I love going places where you can buy books before I never can get enough of seeing buying books." So, Aunt JD, I appreciate your comment. I appreciate your subscription, and dude, we have so much in common. And the reason why I say that is because we love books. It's just something about buying a book, going into a bookstore, seeing book to book to book to book to books. And excuse me, y'all, like I said, the covers of these books are just getting to be so beautiful. And I do love to go to the coffee shops. I love to sit, have me a coffee, have me a pastry, and do some productive content work or actually read a book. I don't vlog that as much, but next year in 2024, I do believe I will be vlogging that part of my life also, because that also has something to deal with books. So yes, we have a lot in common as far as books, and as being a male, I really do tip a hat off to you for being such a book person, because I don't see a lot of that. I have not seen a lot of that on YouTube as far as males reading books. So I really took, like I said, I took my hat off to you, and I appreciate you, and I thank you for being a subscriber to my channel and for your comments. So shout out to the subscriber of today, Aunt JD. Thank you. So you guys, that's the end of this vlog. Again, remember, I upload a video twice a week, on a Wednesday and a Sunday. And if you subscribe to my channel and you click that notification bell, YouTube will also always let you know when Yolandas-journaling is on YouTube, have posted a short, have posted a video. So again, y'all, I thank you so much for your subscriptions. As of right now, how many subscriptions am I in, y'all? Can y'all guess? Write it down in the comments. How many subscriptions do y'all think I'm in right now? I'm not gonna put it up. Oh yes, I am. Because I am so very excited and so very proud. But I am 197 subscriptions in, and guys, that is a blessing. I really appreciate you guys. So that means you guys are really liking what I'm putting out and how I'm putting it out, and that is just so much appreciated. So you guys, I will check you guys out in the next video, and remember, Yolandas-journaling, love you guys. Bye guys.